because we are doing I was about to say closet, but we're actually doing a fridge organization video. So I've never really done this before, and our fridge isn't like a total disaster. I'll show you in a second. But I've seen all these beautiful, beautiful photographs on Pinterest of your fridge just looking so flawless and organized. And my husband and I are kind of neat freaks, and we just love, love, love organization. Like, getting new containers is very exciting for us, which I know is so nerdy, but it's just how we are. So today I'm gonna take you through like a fridge clean out and organization. It's gonna be really fun. And I got these really beautiful containers from IKEA yesterday, so I'm really excited to use them. And I wanna create a collection of food items that I always have in containers in my fridge. For example, quinoa, garbanzo beans, carrots, cut carrots, and lots of veggies, so that when I need a quick lunch or quick snack, everything will be super accessible and I will avoid grabbing a bag of chips and other things like that. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it. Okay, so this is the current fridge situation. We have, it's not that bad, it really isn't, and I just cleaned and wiped it down probably a month ago, so it is fairly clean. And I have baking soda in the back to kind of take out any bad odors, but like I just have some leftovers. I'll eat those for lunch, but I just have some leftovers, and then like I just don't have good containers. Well, I do, but I didn't place them in my good containers yet, so it just kind of looks like, you know, a little, it really isn't that crazy, but you know, it's just not the ideal situation. And we still have these Pillsbury Christmas cookies. I'll unfortunately probably end up dumping the rest because I don't think they're that good anymore. And Christmas is over, so we have to clean it out and make it all symmetrical. I feel like this area, like the side doors, will never look that ideal just because there's such a hodgepodge of different items, but that's just kind of how it is. And I don't want to be like unrealistic about my fridge, so I have to just kind of settle for how it's gonna be. But we do organize our shelves by like category. All this stuff up here is more sweet stuff. So we have like our peanut butter and our creamer, and these water bottles are a mess. They're all sideways. But then we have our yogurt, and then we have jam and like applesauce. So everything is sweet up here besides the water. And then we have more savory stuff minus the whipped cream. So I guess I'll just try to like put it all together where it makes sense, if it'll fit. Okay, so here are all of the containers that I'm going to use. Well, I actually don't know if I'm gonna end up using all of them because I don't have exact things I'm gonna put in them yet. That'll happen once I clear out our fridge and see what we have. But again, these glass ones are from IKEA, and they had the option to get plastic or these wood lids, but I love these lids so much and how easy they are to just pop off, and I also love the aesthetic of them too. And I also pulled out my copper strainer, which I purchased from IKEA. And what I've been doing recently is I've been washing our apples beforehand and then putting them in this strainer so that we can just grab and go easily without having to wash them. I know some fruits and veggies you don't really want to wash beforehand, especially days before you consume it, because they can get like kind of soggy or go bad quicker. But with apples, I've noticed they really don't go bad, and the skin is so thick, so it's totally fine. And I have this fruit and vegetable wash that I purchased from Trader Joe's, and I like it a lot, and I've been using it to just clean my veggies and fruit. So I'm gonna clean some of that. And I also have a veggie brush for our potatoes, and if there's like any big messiness on our apples or oranges, but usually they're totally fine, and I just use it for the potatoes. So before I start washing our veggies, I'm gonna take everything out of our fridge and give it a nice old wipe down. And to wipe it down, I'm gonna use our Mrs. Meyer's spray. I have the pine scent right now because Christmas just ended and I bought this for the holidays. And I also have the apple cider, and I think I'm gonna use the apple cider one from fall because it just, I don't know, I just feel like it. And that's what I'm gonna use to wipe it down. And I put baking soda in the fridge a while ago, but I think I kind of want to take that out now because our fridge doesn't smell bad anymore. It used to smell really bad when we had cheese in it, this really smelly fromage cheese from Trader Joe's. So I really needed the baking soda then, but now that we're done with that, I'm gonna dump it out. Clean as a whistle. Brandon and I cleaned, like, we took out the drawers and the shelves a couple, or maybe a month ago, so they're still really clean, so I didn't feel like I needed to actually take them out and wash them in the sink, so I just did a little wipe down, and it smells super fresh, and I checked the drawers, and they're totally fine, so I didn't need to go all out. But now it's time to organize and make it look Pinteresty and put everything in my new containers. So I made this quinoa last night, and I love, love, love quinoa. I use it for salads, and I use it for my Buddha bowls and just a lot of different things. So I always want to have a container of it, and I think this one will be the perfect one. I don't know, it looks a tiny bit small, but we'll give it a shot. And that way it's always just super accessible, and I don't have to remake it every single time. Okay, my one complaint about the containers is that this lid has this kind of gap at the bottom, this like pretty thick piece that kind of bleeds into the space. So I thought this would totally fit, but it's a little too many tomatoes because this piece of wood goes down too far, and I don't want to squish the tomatoes. So for now, I'm just gonna put them in the carrot container because we have some extra room in there. So it's not a big deal. Carrots and tomatoes are best friends, so they'll get along just fine, but just something to keep in mind if you're buying these containers as well. Well, I did something fun with the eggs. So we eat eggs every other day, just scrambled. Sometimes I make hard-boiled eggs and deviled eggs for special occasions. But we usually buy our eggs from Walmart, and they come in this like plastic, the organic eggs come in this plastic container, which is, you know, kind of a bummer. Like, do you really need to use plastic? But I bought some eggs from Trader Joe's yesterday in this little carton that is made from reclaimed paper, and I just think that is so much better. So I'm gonna start looking for reclaimed paper egg cartons, but we really do like these eggs because they're a good price and they're organic, but it's just like the carton is so lame. But I want to show you, I added all of the eggs into the carton like this, and I think it looks so beautiful. Look at this. It just looks so much more natural. So this is my progress so far. I still have to add quite a bit, but I'm really, really loving it. Also, I totally realized that some of you are gonna think this is just the stupidest thing ever, that I'm organizing my fridge and getting this much joy out of it. And you might be thinking, girl, get a life. Like, you don't have to have your eggs in a little carton and your kombucha lined up all symmetrical, but it brings me joy and it makes me happy, and I feel like we need to pursue more joy-filled moments and just things that make us happy, even if it is so silly, like cleaning out your fridge and organizing it, because every single day I open my fridge multiple times. So if I can make it something that makes me smile and I look forward to such a simple task, that's just gonna improve my quality of life even more. So I'm all about that, and hopefully some of you guys will appreciate this video and find it equally as satisfying as I do. heavenly. Okay, let me give you the tour. So on the top, it's really not, I thought about organizing it from like breakfast food, lunch food, dinner food, but that's just not really the situation we have going on right now. And obviously my fridge is never gonna look exactly like this because we'll have different food and leftovers and whatnot, but it's a nice fresh start. So on the top, I have 3 Synergy kombuchas, and I'm actually gonna try to start making my own kombucha at home, and I'm gonna reuse these bottles for my homemade kombucha. And then we have these IKEA containers right here, and with garbanzo beans, which I love, and we eat so many of garbanzo beans and black beans. So I'll probably interchange these with black beans and garbanzos or lentils. And then we have some quinoa. This container is not closing all the way, but I'm about to eat some, so it'll be a perfect fit soon. And then behind that we have pineapple, but we actually have 2 more pineapples down here that Brandon will cut probably this weekend. And so that'll fill up. It actually might not be big enough, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. And then I have my green peppers and my onions, which we put in salads, and our scrambled eggs. And then we have our oatmeal, which we also need to make more of. Then we have our eggs. This might be one of my favorite parts. I just think it's so beautiful. Eggs are just stunning to me. They're so perfect, look at them. And then we have our apples that I just washed with our fruit and veggie soap, I guess you could call it. Oh my, that was an awful noise, from Trader Joe's. And then in more IKEA containers, we have our cherry tomatoes, which I use for pastas and salads. And then more cherry tomatoes and carrots. I might flip it around so that you can see the carrots. And then down here, we have Brandon's soup that he takes to work. Ooh, it just got so dark, what the heck? That one's just a veggie soup. Amy's organic, it's really yummy. And then we have hummus and more hummus. We love hummus. And then I have some leftover green peppers and onions and some lemons and oranges just kind of on display and for a quick little grab because, you know, the orange drawer is so far away. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did, but I think it made a huge, huge, huge difference, and it makes me smile so hard, so I'm very, very happy with this. Happy weekend! Happy Friday! You want to see something magical? Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, look at that ice. So there we have it, folks. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and it gave you some fridge inspo, organization inspo. I just love you guys so much and can't wait to see you soon.